afternoon, guys, and welcome to Duxford's Imperial War Museum. And today we're going to be checking out some RAF aircraft. We've got a few tanks to check out, and I've heard we've got a Concorde here as well. And yeah, super excited to see that. I'm hoping some of the planes and stuff have their hatches open so we can check inside the cockpits. And I think they've also got a little runway here to the side as well for small planes taking off, so hopefully we can catch a few of those as well. Alright, let's head on inside. So yeah, it looks like we've got little aircraft carriers here as well to the right hand side. The Imperial War Museum is just over there to the left. There's a few planes on the runway there. God, you know what it is though? I haven't been to an air show in ages, and I do love an air show with all the red arrows and all the old warplanes you can see as well. Try and check that out, see if there's any going this year, and try and get to one. They've got a park mat right outside the entrance. We're down by there, near the Spitfire Cafe. This is pretty huge, you know. Pilot's briefing room, squadron restaurant. There looks like there's some information points there as well. I can hear a plane. Oh, there's one going off over there. Right, let's head on through to the Hangar 1 airspace. Oh wow, look at these. These are much bigger in person. There's the old ambulance truck there. Oh, this was used in the Iraq War. Oh, look, there's like a gunshot billet on the back there. It's insane. Look at this though. Even the jets on the back. All the missiles. And a two-seater cockpit up there. Yeah, this is massive compared into the when you see it on telly and stuff. This is the Tornado GR4. So yeah, I bet films like Top Gun and that inspired loads of people to be fighter jet pilots and that. I know it did for me when I first watched it. But here I am doing YouTube vlogs for you guys. Look at the Avro Lancaster bomber. Look at this. Even like the guys sitting up there firing the guns and the one laying down on the floor. I wouldn't like to be the one laying down on the floor. Can you imagine that? Look, that little cockpit at the end there. Firing out the old machine gun. Looking down at the floor from like 35,000 feet. Look at all the bombs there as well. Even the bomb bay, look how big it is. And there's a few people doing some tour guides here as well. This is insane. There's another little army truck over the back there. Someone loading in the bomb. I know this is the Javelin FAW9. It was a fighter jet from 1956 to 1964. Hasn't got any guns on it though. This information dock doesn't look anything like the plane though. It's a different one. Or is it? Oh, so I just had to ask someone just to be sure, but these aircrafts were used to detect high supersonic bombers at high altitude. They would use their radars to destroy them and stuff. And it's an all-weather condition plane. So yeah, fly that into the tornado. And there's a few BVS-10 Viking armoured personnel carriers that was used in the Iraq War. I mean, how many people can you get in that? It's like a little four-man truck. Right, this is the Victor aircraft. Look at the size of this. This is quite stealth looking, isn't it? This was first used to carry nuclear bombs, and then they changed it over to be an air-to-air refueling tanker. And there's a hatch underneath that plane as well, where all the bombs used to go. And this is a Lynx helicopter. And it's still currently being used in the British Army. It was used for cargo transport, medical evacs for the soldiers. Got the Royal Navy logo on the side there as well. This is a pretty huge hangar. I mean, how on earth are they hanging an aeroplane over there on that crane? Looks like it's just got 4 thin bits of string holding it up. Check out some of these gunners though. It's like a one-seater plane, that one. It's quite long. So this is a Russian supersonic jet fighter that entered into service in 1959. It was designed to be the fastest production fighter aircraft of its time. Oh, these little cabins are like the intelligence pods that the RAF will deploy about and stuff, and this is where they would come to process all filming and photographs, and it would be used to gather intelligence. And yeah, the pod ain't that big, you know, but they could transport these around anywhere in the world. Little cabin pods. Check out this Royal Navy helicopter though. You can pretty much fold it in half. The back tail comes off there, the propellers go back. And this helicopter was used to carry radar and sonar equipment and load up torpedoes as well for the submarines. You've got the crane on the side there. Fold it up. All different types of fighter jets in there. This is the Douglas Phantom. And, this is an American air fighter jet. What size of that missile? Currently standing under the RAF's Hastings aircraft, which was used for long-range transport. Doesn't look that big though, to be fair. And it entered into service in 1948, and it took part in the Berlin airlift. And the huge transport operation kept Berlin supplied with essential goods after the Soviet Union cut off all land routes to the city. So we can actually go into a bomber bay under here. There's a couple of other little fighter jets over there. Oh, and there's a more early fighter jet over the back we'll take a quick look at. But first, let's go into the Vulcan jet bomber. Let's check in the on bay bit. Look at this. I wonder how many bombs you could fit in here. Bombs away. It's huge though. Some oxygen tanks up there. That's insane. Now this is the Oxford Mk1, and it was a training pilot plane for the Second World War. And this is the aircraft that they will use. It's like a smaller version of the Lancaster bomber, isn't it? Check out the First World two-seater artillery spotting aircraft. So you had the pilot flying the plane and the observer in the gun hatch back there that was used during the First World War. I mean, just look at it, the structure of it from back in the day. It's actually incredible when you think about it. Got the engines going over the top there. So this looks like all some Rolls-Royce engine parts and stuff. There's an engine now. Jeez, look at the cockpit seat. Looks like that's a missile, a couple of missiles there at the back as well. A little one-person gunner. Check that out. Oh, let's take a look at this. This is inside a Tornado cockpit. Oh, wow, look. So many buttons and controllers in there. It's got a little gear stick there as well. Oh, look at that one. Too many buttons in there. And that's where they were sitting. Right, let's check out the Concorde, shall we? We could get up in there. See if we can fly the plane. Let's get out of here. Oh, look, it's the flying suit and helmet worn by the late Brian Trubshaw, former Concorde test pilot, and have been kindly loaned to the Duxford Aviation. So that's his uniform. And there's a module of the British Airways Concorde. The seats back there are all 2-2. Right, so at 12 o'clock they're going to do a Concorde nose drop. I assume it's when it goes. Didn't even take a look at the nose, to be honest with you. But we've got literally 3 minutes, so let's hang around and check this out. Look, there's the nose there. I can sort of see the outline of when they would drop it. You can sort of see it there. Long old nose though, isn't it? Oh, so they were running a raffle today. And if your raffle number come in and won, you can actually go inside the cockpit.
Alfie Smith. We'll wait a few minutes. If not, we'll draw another one. Well, good morning. Just welcome everybody to this demonstration of Concorde's nose droop. Our guest on the flight deck today is Sophia. Alfie, who won the first draw, wasn't here, possibly because we misadvertised the time. So we're going to do the nose droop again at 12:30 with Alfie on the flight deck. Our pilots today are Brian and Simon, if they could wave, thank you. This Concorde belongs to Duxford Aviation Society, a charity here at the Imperial War Museum, who own all the airliners. And what we're going to do today is demonstrate this unique airliner's nose droop capability. This plane is a pre-production Concorde. There were two of them, one owned by the French government, one by the British government, and it retired here over 50 years ago, having done all the test flying for the airline Concords. One of the things that it did do was develop the droop nose. And that's what we're going to demonstrate to you today in a flight from Heathrow to New York. So we'll go through the various stages. In a way, the most interesting bit is when we arrive at New York. Well, pretend to arrive at New York. So we're at Heathrow. The pilots will have been on board for about an hour, getting the plane ready, taken on 100 passengers, 90 tons of fuel, and they're ready to start a couple of the engines. So they're going to put on the anti-collision lights and the navigation lights. Some of you will see the anti-collision lights flashing where the wing joins the fuselage. Navigation lights are on the wingtips. So they're started up, two engines, and then they get pushed back, and then they can start the other two engines themselves, and they're ready to go. But they can't see where they're going because of that nose. So to taxi, they are first going to lower the visor. So you can see the actual cockpit window now. Now the streamlining visor has gone down, but they still can't see the yellow line, taxi line, to follow to the runway. So to taxi out, the nose lowers to 5 degrees. So like that, they can travel out to the runway, and they ready to go on the runway, get air traffic clearance. They have to now put on their landing lights and taxi lights to be highly visible. So you'll see the taxi lights come on the side of the cockpit. The landing lights are streamlined into the fuselage, so they are coming down now, and they'll illuminate when they're fully down. And like that, they can go onto the runway. With conventional airliners, you carefully calculate the throttle setting, depending on the weather, the weight of the plane, and so on. Concorde doesn't bother with that. All engines go to full power, and at 70 miles an hour or thereabouts, the afterburners or reheats kick in, and if you're a passenger on it, you feel a real thump in the back as that happens. And it takes off at 247 miles an hour, faster than a Formula One car, and climbs away. As we're climbing away, we'll start making it neater, so the nose will go back up to 0 degrees. And then the heat shield visor go back up. And as we clear the Heathrow area, we're going to put our landing lights off and our taxi lights. And to avoid a sonic boom over land, it stays just below the speed of sound until it's over the Bristol Channel. The reheats, which we switched off after takeoff, then come back on, and it climbs very rapidly up to 63,000 feet, this particular one. 30,000 feet, 20 or 30,000 feet above the conventional airliners. And we carry on accelerating up to Mach 2.2, twice the speed of sound. This is the fastest ever Concorde. The airline ones, they didn't allow them to go so fast because the metal gets too hot and it would have weakened them and given them a shorter life. So this one, 1,450 miles an hour. It will do here to London in just under 2 minutes, and it is also the fastest transatlantic Concorde, 2 hours and 56 minutes. So we cruise across the Atlantic, nice and high above everybody else. 150 miles from the coast, we need to start slowing down, and it takes 100 miles to become subsonic so that our Americans don't get disturbed by a sonic boom, and we head on in towards JFK Airport. As we're approaching the airport, we'll put the visor down again. And then the nose will go down to the 5 degree down taxi position. However, and now I have to illustrate this, because a normal airliner comes in with the nose slightly up, Concorde doesn't have flaps, so it comes in using its big wing to slow down, which means even with the nose down at 5 degrees, they can't see the runway to land. And so to land, the nose goes down to 17.5 degrees. And so like that, the pilots can clearly see to land. However, when the Air France and British Airways pilots started training on this plane, they were a bit concerned that the nose goes completely out of sight. They got no point of reference. So this one was used to research the optimum position for the airline nose droops, and that was 12.5 degrees, which this one will show you now. So like that, we land much faster than the other airliners, about 50 or 60 miles an hour faster. We'll put the landing lights on for landing, please guys, and the taxi lights. And so we're landing, as I say, 50 or 60 miles an hour faster than the Boeings and Airbuses, but we can stop quicker as well. We have the first carbon fibre brakes, and because they generate so much heat, the brakes are electrically fanned, and so we slow down to the taxi speed and taxi off the runway. So since we're taxiing, we'll put the nose back up to the taxi position, 5 degrees. Sorry, it should have gone down first. My fault, pilot, sorry. And now we'll put the nose up to 5 degrees for taxiing. Very heavy, it goes up slowly. And like that, we will taxi off the runway to the terminal building. And once we've connected to the air bridge, we will clean the plane up so she looks elegant, supersonic. The nose will go up to 0 degrees. And then the heat shield visor will go up, and the pilot's already retracting the landing lights and the taxi lights are off. And that's it, folks. We've arrived in New York. Enjoy your day.
Wow, what an incredible piece of aircraft. It's just a shame it didn't continue on. Imagine that though, London to New York in like 2 hours. You could pretty much pop there for the day and come back. Right, we're climbing up the stairs. We're going to take a look inside the Concorde. Little do they know I'm going to be flying us out of there. Eyes of the engines there, look. It's insane. Coming through the cargo bit. Anyone seen my luggage? Yes. How small the windows are. Oh God, this is really small in here, guys. To be honest with you, I wouldn't like to fly on this. Can't even see nothing else. The escape hatch. Designed as a last resort method of abandoning the aircraft in flight. There's no way I'm jumping out of 30,000 feet. Got a flight test observer station. Look at all this. Oxygen supply. Cabin crew seating for takeoff. Cabin crew seating for takeoff. See the cockpit. Look how narrow it is. There's another escape hatch there. Looks like a three-person aircraft in there.
I go to Bezier because my friend lives close to Bezier.
That is so tight in there. It's incredible though. Yeah. We made it. We're in New York. I'll tell you what, it is quite narrow in there. Like I said, I don't know if I would enjoy sitting in there flying. It's so narrow and a bit claustrophobic for me. But yeah, I'll stick to the normal airliners, and I'll see you in New York in 7 hours. Let's take a quick look in a 1950s commercial aeroplane, the Hermes. Just fly about all day, mate. I'm on my way to Vegas now. Oh, this plane's called Horsa. Again, you have to lower your head. Oh. Check this out. Turn it into like a museum on a plane. Try and check out the flight deck. Oh, look at this. That's more like it. Cockpit windows there. Radio operator. So the captain will sit on the left, first officer on the right. And this is where the navigator will be. All the maps. Get back then though, look, you had curtains. Nowadays you've got the blinds, but you could probably shut the curtains. Let's test this out. Oh, let's see what movies are on the plane. Oh! Welcome on board, sir. Thank you. Different types of seats in there. So that was the Vicar seats. This one's Danair seats. Danair. Sounds like someone just come up with their own airline. BEA seats. 1968 to 82. And then the British Airways seats, 1969 to 93. Not much has changed there. Let's have a look. Oh. I wonder if they've got an ashtray. You could smoke back on the plane, I think. No ashtrays. No TVs either. They do have... Oh, you can't open it. They still had the little table there. Oh, you got much more room here, look. Let's try and close the curtain. Get it a bit dark in here. I'm having a nap. Got a 15-hour flight on my hands. Concorde. Right, we've landed. We're in Vegas. It's got a few information panels here. You've got the supersonic era with the Concorde and the next generations of aircrafts. Yeah, look, cigarettes and matches there. Benson and Hedges. Oh, they've got the ladies' powder room in the Hermes as an example of the comforts provided for long-haul passengers. It's nice and cosy in there. Free cosmetics. It's crazy though, isn't it? Just smoking on a plane, just, you know. Tea or coffee, sir? Tea or coffee? I mean, where was they even putting the ash back in them days? Or even putting the cigarette out? Or they just like flicking it down the side of the chair and just like flicking it forward. Can you imagine all the smoke in the cockpit back then? On like a 6-hour flight, everyone's smoking. The cockpit's full of smoke. Stewardesses come around, do you want chicken or beef, sir? And you're like, I can't even see me dinner. It's crazy. What an amazing museum though. I mean, some of the aircraft in there is brilliant. And just going back over the years in that and seeing all the different designs and stuff. So the wind has definitely picked up now. There's an aircraft over there getting a bit of refueling done. What a nice little spot though. To come out and have a little bit of picnic. Feel the small planes fly off with them views. But right, we're going to head into Hangar 2 now. Working airfield. Here we go. This is where we learn to signal planes in to land. Maybe we can get a job here. Oh, we totally got that wrong. It's a mechanic job and engineering. Some of these planes have been taken apart here. To show you inside as well. Shiny that one is. I think these are the American ones. Oh, this is pretty cool though, that they show you this sort of things as well here. And what actually goes on behind the scenes. With all the engineering and stuff. This is the Gladiator Mark II. There's a few guys here in the workshop working on a few bits. We've got the B-17 bomber called Sally B. I love how they named all their aircraft, you know, all with the nicknames and stuff. So this was used for the American Army. And the guns on the front. A teddy bear in the window there. Got the bomb bay in the bottom of it as well. So yeah, it's a flying fortress known as the heavy bomber developed for the US Army in the mid-1930s. Designed for long-range bombing missions. Carried a crew of 10. 13 machine guns, wow. And Sally B arriving at Duxford in 1975 back there. Got Memphis Bell on the other side there as well. One on each side. It's pretty amazing in here though. Look at that one. Come fly with us? Hell no. Look at the wheel thing in there. It goes into the side of the plane. So it's a patrol aircraft.
You're going to smash them with a hammer.
This picked me up.
What have you got for this?
And you can pick up a free poster here as well. There she is. Oh wow, it's a pretty impressive workshop to be fair. There's still a few guys back there working on some of the aircraft. I wonder if it's difficult to find bits for it now, you know, where the aircrafts are so old and stuff. But it's good to see that they can keep them in shape and still be able to fly and that. Hangar number 3 continues as working airfield. We've got a pilot's locker room. There's a German plane here. Look at that. This is a Sea King. Search and strike aircraft. It was designed to find and destroy enemy submarines. Oh, it's a big old lump though, isn't it?
Party over London, eh?
Oh,
So
look at
many
this.
of us up there.
I couldn't believe it. Did you get any?
You betcha.
We're in the pilot's locker room.
Fired one of those Donyers from about 150 yards, then pulled off. Saw some smoke from the engines and watched the Jerrys bail out one by one before it crashed in the field. That's my third now.
I think I got one too. I attacked the formation and fired 2 bursts at the last one at about 80 yards. He dived into the clouds, but I'm sure I brought him down.
Well, if we keep flying in this formation under Dougie, I think we'll both rack up quite a few more before this damn war's over.
Another 8?
Sounds like it. Let's go.
What's it?
The bells are going. We've got to go. Proper wearing leather jackets back then as well, wasn't it? Even the leather gloves. Oh, no way, they got a Monarch airline. I definitely flew with Monarch to Florida many, many years ago. And, they've stopped trading now. Let's take a look. Let's look at all the old drinks on here. I've got the Stella bottles. Pepsi. This was a 3-3. Can't tell you what, look, there's a baby thing up there. It's only one TV. I'll pull it in the aisle so everyone can watch it. That's where the cabin crew will sit. Got the life vest there. blankets. Your tea and coffee. The old cockpit. Oh, they're like a roof hatch.
Oh, you want to see the fox?
I've been flying all day, mate. Non-stop, plane to plane, flying around the world. Got a little one going off here now. I wonder if you got your own plane though, you could just come whenever to fly it. It's cool though. Check out the Royal Air Mail aircraft, the Super Vickers VC-10. Let's check this one out. Oh, check this out though. They've even got the ashtrays on here, look. There they are. This was a 3-3. Got so much room on this one. But I think the overhead space, you literally could just put a shoulder bag up there. And check out the toilets. But oh, Jesus Christ. These blinking mannequins. Why is her head like that? Oh. I bet that's a better one. You did the old aftershave on there back then as well. So much bigger to what it is nowadays. I've also got a flight simulator that you could do here at an additional cost of £6. You could take cockpit in one of the Spitfire jets. Get a quick look in number 4, Battle of Britain. Pilot's briefing room and aircrew room. A few of them in here as well. We've got the Hurricane aircraft there. Got another German plane here, and it's got like the like a devil tiger on the side. And there's the old guns. Different trucks there as well. Check this out though. This looks like a piece of the tail of a German aircraft. Please don't touch. It must be the engine bit there as well. Let's see if there's an information thing around it. Oh, so this plane was shot down. Oh yeah, look, you can see the bullet marks through it. .111 bombers flown in 1940. The small section of fuselage was removed from the Concorde. It crash landed in Hertfordshire in 1940. You got the Blitz Air Raid Shetwell replica. Check this out. This is where you would come when the Germans were coming. You come in here. Got an observer post here. Look at this. Got the old T. Got the helmet. Got your binoculars here with all the different types of aircraft. I wonder if they were like that back in the day though, look. Enemy, 2 o'clock. The Germans are coming, quick, sound the alarm. And we run into our shelter just over here. Got the pilot's briefing room.
Captain Olin E. Gilbert survived this mission. He was shot down on August 28, 1944, over France, bailed out and evaded capture with the help of the French resistance. Gilbert stayed in the Air Force until after the
Look at all the bomber
Vietnam
jackets
War.
down there.
Captain William H. Julian survived this mission. He completed his tour of duty with 5 aerial victories and became ground operations officer here at Duxford. Lieutenant Vincent J. Massa shot down an enemy fighter over Alençon and survived this mission. 4 days later, on June 10, 1944, he was killed in action over Normandy. He is buried in the U.S. cemetery behind Omaha Beach.
The 78th Fighter Group earned 2 Presidential Distinguished Unit citations and stayed at Duxford until September 1945.
Got the air crew room here. All the different types of uniform.
Here's what happened to the pilots.
Colonel Frederick C. Gray.
Right, we made it over to the American Air Museum, right at the back hangar onto the airfield. These are all the American planes here. They've got a huge one in the middle here. It's pretty much taken up all of the room. There's a few more out there as well. You've got the American Mustang hanging up there. You've got the Thunderbolt just there as well. There's a huge aircraft in the middle. It's taking up pretty much all the space. And, looks like they've got a few uniforms here, the pilot uniforms and stuff. Check this out, though. We're right underneath this big one. It goes all the way back there. Looks like there's a couple of uniform bits and bobs and medals. Look, a little action figure that you could get. Some army ranks and some documents. Players Navy cut cigarettes. Medium. America's most famous aviators and commanders. James Doolittle, Ira Eaker, and Cole Speeters. They've got a piece of the Berlin Wall here as well. It symbolised the divide between the East and the West during the Cold War. And there's a piece of the steelwork from New York's Twin Towers. And look, they've got the Lockheed Blackbird in here as well. Got a nose tip on that one. And even the cockpit looks tight. And, there's a drone above it as well. Well, let's take a quick look inside the merchandise store here at Duxford. And, yeah, it's quite a big one, to be fair. There's a lot of merch here. Got a few of the t-shirts there. You've got the old pilot jackets. $5.50. Oh, it does feel nice though. It's like a wall selection of posters that you can get there. Some old style sort of tee at 15. Got some mugs and t-shirts. A few different style t-shirts over there. Got a few of the jumpers. With the Spitfire module at 50. A little library section over there as well. Yeah, and then there's a few module ones that you can do, build and put together and paint. And then you've got more of the high-end modules that you can get. Falcon there at $350, the Blackbird at $339, and the B-17 at $349. You even do watches here. And there's the Concorde, $339. Alright guys, that brings today's adventure to an end here at Duxford. There is so many planes here across the airfield, and there's different types of hangars with different types of models of aircraft in it. And seeing the Concorde nose tip at the beginning was incredible to watch and see as well. So if you are coming along, ask at the reception what time they are doing the Concorde tip. Don't miss that. That was great to see, and especially getting to visit and take a look inside the Concorde was special as well. I know it's only a replica, but to kind of imagine yourself on the aircraft was good to see as well. And there is loads of aircrafts that are open and for you to head on in and see. And got a nice little picnic area as well if you wanted to just come pitch up and watch the little small planes take off. But yeah, overall had a fun day, guys, so thanks for coming along. I'll see you guys on the next one, and I'll see you guys real soon.